Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you through another slow-paced yoga style stretch routine, which is all going to be on the floor, so no standing poses today. It's just going to be focusing on breathing and relieving tension from the body. So all you'll need for this routine is a yoga mat, optional pillow, blanket just to sit on or to lay under your head. And other than that, just some peace and quiet if optional. Let's get started. To begin, come to the mat on a seated position or kneeling. You can raise your hips on a blanket or a cushion, or just move the fleshy parts of the glutes out the way so you can sit up nice and tall, shoulders away from the ears, like someone's pulling string through the top of your head, just elongating the spine, uncrumpling it. And if you feel comfortable, please bring your gaze forward and slightly down, or close your eyes. And just start to notice your breath at first. No trying to control it. Notice if your inhale is long and exhale short, your breath is fast. Do you fill your lungs up, or is it a shallow breath? Just take a few moments to notice this. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Then start to notice if you're holding tension anywhere. I can feel that I'm gripping through my toes. Shoulders are trying to round forward. My head's going back, so I'm going to tilt my chin towards my chest. Often clench my jaw or hold tension in my fingertips. So just like that, just start to notice it. Frowning or clenching. And then try to relax those areas. If you can't, don't worry. And we're going to start by doing some deep breathing. In through the nose, filling the lungs, expand and the belly rise. Exhale either out through the mouth as you sigh it out, or out through the nose. Two more like that. Inhale. Deep breath. Exhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhaling. And exhale. Everything relaxes. We're going to do that 3 more times. But we're going to try and do it for a count of 4. So, as an example, I'm going to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Elongating the breath. 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't worry if you can't do it for this long. If you can, continue with the count of 4, or try and do it for 3. Just don't do any more than 4. So in your own time, take 3 more breaths like that. Really relax the shoulders as nose up or blink your eyes open. Whew, I already feel better for that. And we're going to start with some moving cat-cow. So we're not doing any rotations, but let me show you from the side. You can do this kneeling or cross-legged. Hands come to your knees as you inhale. Think cow pose, so shoulders away from ears. Chest goes forward, slightly up. Gaze slightly up, chin slightly up. Tailbone can, lower back can curve here. And then as you exhale, hands go a bit further forward. From the abdominals, you pull back, arching through your back. Shoulders can come forward, chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Exhale. Then one more. Inhale. Elbows tug back. And exhale. Warming up the spine. Come to center now. And we're going to do some neck rolls. So bring your fingers to the side, shoulders away from your ears. Press through your fingertips. And we're going to draw some circles with the nose in one direction. I'm starting going towards the left. Try and keep your shoulder blades down and away. Think about squeezing your shoulder blades together. Start with big circles, bringing them slightly smaller. Keeping up that deep breathing. Then as you come to a very small circle, then rotate in the opposite direction, growing that circle a little bigger every time. Well done. From here, I'm going to do some traditional ones that you know. So bring your right arm across your chest. Make sure your shoulder isn't coming up here. It's rotated down and away. You can use your arm to pull that arm closer into your chest or your forearm. Just make sure that the shoulder's away and you're really reaching the fingertips to the side. Chin tucked to chest. And think about elongating the spine. Take 3 deep breaths here. If you like, gaze over the opposite shoulder. One more inhale. Exhale. Bring that left arm now between your shoulder blades, grabbing it's your right hand, isn't it? Right elbow with your left hand. Never get left and right. Again, elongate through the spine. Just make sure your shoulders aren't hunching up towards your ears. Bring that elbow back, so tricep stretch. Forget this one quite a lot. Make sure your arm's not putting loads of pressure on your head here. You want to feel it in the back of your arm. Think tall spine, shoulders away from the ears. One more inhale. And release. Bring your left arm across your chest, shoulders away from the ear. Reach through the fingertips, tall through the spine, chin tucks to chest. Look over your shoulder, the left side to increase. Don't forget those deep breaths. In a world where we can't control much, you can control your breath. And it makes a real difference. One more inhale and exhale. Bring that left hand behind between the shoulder blades. Palm facing down. You can do this kneeling too. Knees start to hurt. Grab the left elbow, the right hand. Make sure, even if you're cross-legged, tailbone's tucked under, tore through the spine. Chin tucked to chest. One more inhale and exhale. Release. From here, we're going to do some side stretches. So, again, cross-legged or kneeling. I'll show you kneeling first. You're going to bring your palm to one side and reach the other arm overhead, shoulders away from the ears, stretching fingertips to the side as you look up towards the ceiling so that your back doesn't round forward. Take one breath here. Exhale. Back to center, inhale, and then the other side, exhale. Take a breath in here, and exhale, back to center. Inhale, exhale, reach over. Inhale. Keep remembering shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. See, I can notice my shoulders here will want to come up. Sink. Rolling them back and relaxing them down. Do that once more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale up. Once more, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale to center. Here, come to all fours. So you want your wrists under your shoulders. Make sure you rotate your elbow creases, which is this bit, out. If you're hypermobile, really be careful here. Just be very mindful of spreading the fingers, not causing any injury. I'm a bit, I don't know, super flexible, so be careful with the elbows. Knees come under the hips. Toes can be pushed onto the ground or curled under. Shoulders away from the ears, pelvis slightly tucked under. We're going to do some spine rolls. So you drop down, move to the side like a spine circle through like cat-cow. So as you're down, here, then you rotate to the side through to cat. Deep breaths. I'm going in the left direction first. Getting your spine moving, releasing tension. From the front, you can see a bit. Going in, around. You can go a bit crazy here too. Maybe add a little side to side movement. All right, before we then go back to do the other direction. So now I'm going towards the right, dropping my ribcage down, going into cat. Oh, slight bend in the elbows, pushing through the fingertips and my toes, just pushing down, not gripping. And then once you feel like you've done enough of those, freestyle it out a bit. You're moving your neck. And then from here, bring your toes together, legs wider than hip width apart, as wide as you can. Try and get your glutes onto your heels. If you can't, you can always bring a cushion or a folded up blanket to bring it closer to you. And then reach your fingertips forward, shoulders away from the ears, chin tucks towards the chest. As you feel your breath expand your upper back. Exhale, let everything release. Just sink into this. If you can bring your forehead to the ground, do, or again, bring a pillow, blanket. Just make sure your fingertips are reaching forward. Your glutes are heavy and your chin is tucked towards your chest. One more inhale. As you exhale, walk your fingertips back towards you. Bring your knees together and we're going to do a chest opener. So interlace your fingers behind your back. Roll your shoulders back and away. Tilt your pelvis forward, but let your chest rise up, your ribcage rise as your fingertips reach down. And once you've got that, this is stretching your shoulders and your chest. Start to move, slight bend in your elbows, move them back a bit so your fingertips are reaching down and away from you. Chin tucks towards chest as chest reaches towards chin. Deep breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale. Slowly release. Come to all fours. Fingertips a bit further forward than your shoulders now. And if you can, push back with me to downward dog by curling your toes under and pushing your hips back. Bent knees. If you can't do downward dog, come back to that child's pose. Deep breathing. Use whatever props you need to bring your glutes towards your heels and just work with the deep breathing to relax into that pose. Otherwise, join me, pushing through the fingertips, your hips rise up. Ears should roughly be in line with the elbows. Well, it depends on your anatomy, but shoulders, again, away from the ears. Toes can point slightly inwards. Chest reaches towards the top of the thighs, and you can pedal your feet here. So one heel reaches towards the ground, the other lifts. Two more breaths here. Apologies if it's hard to hear me, my hair is attacking the microphone. Hold your downward dog still for one breath. Hips reach up. Exhale, then look forward, bend the knees, and step your left foot forward. You can bring it forward if you like. Assist. Drop your right knee to the ground And from here, you can come up and adjust by making sure your hips are in line, one to the other, they're not diagonal. Tailbone is tucked under, and you can have the right toes curled under like this, or top of the toes pushing into the mat. And I'll give you 3 variations. So you want to feel a nice stretch in the front hip flexor of that right leg. So if you like, you can come to tent fingers or get 2 books and stay here, sinking your hips a little deeper. You can always walk that knee back a bit more if you need to, pulling this hip crease in and dropping down to really feel that hip flexor stretch. So if you can do that here, great. Just chin tucks towards chest and shoulders away from the ears. If you can come up, maybe come to interlace your hands or rest them on the top of that left thigh. Again, make sure left hip crease is back, as you can always bring your hands to your hips, actually sink down. I always take a bit of time adjusting here so I can really feel the hip flexor stretch. Another option, if you want to go a bit further, last one, is bring your arms over your head, reach up, slightly look back and sink deeper. Wherever you are, take 3 more breaths. Inhale, then exhale. Bend that leg, come to all fours and either push back to child's pose or back once more to downward facing dog for 2 breaths. Bend your knees, look forward and step the right foot up, or from child's pose, come up. Drop the left knee. You can always pick it up a bit and walk it back to create bigger stretch. So even if you can't come up, try and make sure that your right hip is pulling back and you're relaxing that left glute and letting the hip drop so you can feel a stretch here. Toes can be curled under. You can bring books or blocks to lift the ground to you, or tent fingers, or if you've not got a leg in your way, you can bring palms down, chin tucked to chest, shoulders away from the ears, or you can bring your hands to that right thigh, sink down here, or bring it to your hands to your hips, or final variation, raise your arms up over your head and gaze slightly up as you sink down. 3 breaths here. Come out. Then the front leg, come back to all fours. Here, just come to a seated position. We're going to do a seated glute stretch. So, start with my left, your left ankle, and place it just below the right knee. You do not want it on the knee. So just below. Flex both toes, both feet. Flex the toes on both feet. Lockdown life. And you can come to the heel of that right foot. From here, you can bring your hands, fingertips facing forward or out. You want to bring your hips closer to that foot. And if you can't get too much closer, but you want an added stretch, just lightly put some pressure on that left knee. Otherwise, come a little closer. Chest open, toes flexed, and sort of not cranking but slightly pushing that knee out. See how much closer you can go. Move your head side to side a bit. One more breath in. And out, push through that right heel. Slowly swap. So right ankle crosses over left thigh. Remember, below the knee. Flexing the toes of both feet. Oh, got it that time. Oh, this one's stiffer. And come up on the heel of the left foot. And either keep a bit of space and push slight pressure onto that right knee, or you can come a bit closer, chest up. Feeling a stretch in the hip and glute. Do some neck rolls, maybe roll that ankle a little bit, keep the toes flexed. Got one more move after this. Nice and slow. One more breath in and out. Slowly unravel. We're going to come to a butterfly pose. So bring the soles of your feet together. You can lift up onto a cushion or a blanket. Just make sure your hips are slightly back so that you can sit up straight through the spine. Grab your ankles here or interlace your fingers over your toes. Want a nice straight spine as you put some weight into those knees, pushing them down. Deep inhale into the belly and exhale. Everything relax. Think about everything expanding. Filling up and exhale, relax. It all gets a little lighter. One more like this. And then inhale, and on your next exhale, going to move with a flat back. So make sure your shoulders away from your ears, chin tucked towards your chest. Move slightly forward. So inhale, exhale. Slightly forward, so you flat back. Stay here, chin tucked to chest, letting your breath move you. Don't pull yourself further down. Let the breath do it. Relax those shoulders. Breath here. Inhale. And exhale, roll back up. You can come to lie down on your mat or join me back in a cross-legged or kneeling position. Just to take a few more deep breaths to end the practice. Shoulders away from the ears, chin tucked to chest. Nice tall spine. Close your eyes or gaze forward and slightly down. Take a deep inhale, feeling the breath going all the way to the top of your head. Exhale. Let everything relax. Two more like that. Inhale. Smile a little bit. Exhale. once more. Inhale. And exhale. Keep your gaze down or your eyes closed now as you let your breath return to its normal rhythm. Notice how you feel now. Notice if you're gripping again. Just focus on the sound of your own breath. Pause the video and stay here for a little longer, or start to move your fingers, start to look side to side, let your eyelids open, and take a nice breath in again. Exhale. Well done, guys. You have now finished this routine. I hope you feel more relaxed and a little bit lighter after that. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe, share with friends and family, and leave any feedback you have below. And look after yourself, but until next time, bye for now.